I wasn't very studious. I mean, I didn't mind school, but I didn't really particularly care for it much. So college was a bit of a struggle, and I got to the end, and I had one class that I tried my hardest and could not get the grade that I needed, and I wanted to give up. I had a good trade at the time. I was a florist. I had my own house. I felt financially secure, and I thought, I don't need this college stuff. And it comes back to I had that support around me that said, you can do this, roll up your sleeves, take the summer course, Carrie. And I did, and I succeeded, and I made it through. And I'm so thankful that that happened.
Thank you. Carrie, I appreciate your transparency with that. Joy, what about you? Can you relate to that question?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I started a new workout routine. There you go. First 5 minutes, get through the warm up, or, be just so discouraged you want to quit. Yeah, I was really drawn to this question because it's so human, right? Being discouraged is such a human experience, and we can all relate to it, although it's a really challenging one to admit. And also when we get there, it feels like we've gone too far, right? We maybe didn't reach out, we maybe didn't get the help that we needed. And so it's a real challenge to be there. But I think being able to admit it and being able to see it, recognize it, and then allow it, knowing that it is a human experience and it's not just me, everybody else goes through this, really helps to level set. And then we have the space to inquire about why. What is it about that situation, whether it's a work situation that's frustrating us or discouraging us, or it's a home life situation. We have the space then to really inquire and then nurture whatever that need is. Yeah, so I love this question too, because I'm an uplifter. I love to encourage women, anybody actually, and men and women, but and whether they need it or not, I'll encourage them. And so I actually spent some time sort of breaking this down and really, how do I do it? And I think the first thing that came to me was I am present. If someone comes to me and they're discouraged and they have something going on, my phone is down. It is the now I'm tunnel vision with this person, because first of all, it's very difficult for people to come forward, especially if they're asking for encouragement. So I always think about that and think about how honored I am that they were taking this, time to share with me. And so really that first part is just being present. And then from there, I can actively listen. What is really going on with this person? Are they discouraged about themselves? Is it external? And that type of thing. So that's part of the practice, really, is to be present and then to really hone in on what's going on with them. And then I usually find that affirming their feelings and then really circling back to something that was one of their strengths or one of their passions, or their reason why to keep going, really is most impactful, because it's coming from within them, right? It's not an external advice or something like that. It's listening and pulling that back out and reminding them of their personal power.
Well, I would first say that, when you are in that time where, it's just very discouraging, very sometimes almost depressing, when you're not feeling 100% and you're maybe not where you want to be in life, or your goals are just not showing up the way you want them to. And I would just say, get quiet. And if you can, try to go to that good trusted friend or therapist and talk to somebody. Talk to Joy, call Joy up, and I mean, just her name shows that she's a good listener and she brings a good energy, and you try to get around those people. Maybe try to distract yourself with something different. Go for that walk. And, just sometimes, if you don't have somebody, you have to sit there and you got to encourage yourself. And you remember your why. Why do you want to achieve these things? Why do you want to be here? Why do you want these things? What do you really, really want? And, get back to reviewing your goals. Do you have to cut some things out? What are your distractions? How can you manage your life? And just remind yourself that you are strong. You're perfect in every way that you can be, and just sometimes you got to just talk yourself into getting back up there. And I just hang in there because we're strong women, we're empowered women, we have a great support network here at AmTrust.
Thanks, Yvette. That's one thing that stands out about our AmTrust colleagues is that there is so much support around the power of positive self-talk. And I hear that from everyone. There's been times where I've been kicking myself for a misstep that I've made, and people within our internal network redirect and say, well, wait a minute, we're all human, we make mistakes. And so I always appreciate that.